Hi everybody! So I'm just here to do a little quick record store day release haul and show y'all what I got. Now, we have a very small vinyl shop near us and they don't get every single title that's out there. There's probably one or two record stores locally that are kind of a hike to get to that do get more titles in. But generally the lines for those places are wrapped around the door, and even so you might not get what you came for. So we like to support our local business nearby. So that's where I went, got there an hour before they opened, probably was about 5th or 6th in line. Walked in there, it was a little chaotic. They didn't have any sort of like rhyme or reason to how they were letting people in, and there were people coming from all sides instead of just kind of single file walking down and grabbing what you wanted like it was last year. So I didn't get every title that I wanted, and even so they didn't have every title that I wanted, but I still got a lot of stuff. Probably more than I should have, but it is record store day, it's a special day, and I couldn't pass up some of these titles. So without further ado, here are some of the things that I got. Let's start off with the great pioneer of rock and roll, Chuck Berry. I picked up his greatest hits album. They had pressed it for record store day. I believe they only made a small amount of these. I don't know if it says. I tried to look it up earlier and the website gives you some pretty conflicting results, so I am not sure how many there were printed of this. But this is a reprint of his greatest hits album, which spans his wonderful career from all the way from the beginning of, from the first track that was his hit in 1955, which was Maybelline. So this is printed on a beautiful gold vinyl, and this translucent gold vinyl. Gorgeous color on this see-through sleeve. Very lovely. So I had to pick up this album and add it to our collection of Chuck Berry vinyl. Very excited about this one. So next up is another one of my favorite groups, and that is The Cure. So there were 2 releases by The Cure this year, and I got both of them, and I'm very happy about that. And that is the Mixed Up and Torn Down vinyl. They're both picture discs. There were about 7,000 copies released of this year. We'll get this one out. I don't know if I'm gonna get them both out for you. So it's on picture disc vinyl. So you got front and back. So both Mixed Up and Torn Down are remix albums, and they are new this year and exclusive to Record Store Day. So I had to have them both. This Mixed Up has more of the popular songs on there, like Close to Me and Pictures of You, Why Can't I Be You, more of the songs that you can recognize, while Torn Down has a little more of, in my opinion, the obscure songs by them, but still great tunes on both of these albums. I almost didn't get this one. I almost just wanted it Mixed Up, but then I had to have this one as well. I have to have its counterpart. I'm very excited to listen to the Plain Song remix and A Night Like This. I love A Night Like This. It's such a beautiful song, and I can't wait to hear how it's remixed on this one. So this is a 2 LP vinyl. Here's the picture disc from this one. I'll just show one for time's sake. It's got beautiful Robert Smith, whose birthday was recently. The picture disc here. So I can't wait to spin these 2 and listen to all these wonderful remixes, which I'm gonna have to wait a while because we're redoing our vinyl room. So I bought all these wonderful vinyl, and I can't even listen to them yet because we are in the middle of redoing that entire room. So while I have this great setup back here, it's not even functional because there's no speakers, it's not hooked up, it's not plugged in, it's just here for now. So next up, I got the David Bowie release Now by Parlophone Records. So Bowie Now is a rare 1977 US compilation with tracks from both Low and Heroes on it. Reprinted and remastered here for Record Store Day, and it is on white vinyl. Comes with this little picture insert with all your deets, and it is printed on this beautiful creamy white vinyl, which is, there we go, pretty much as white as the sleeve it came in. And if you know me, you know I'm a giant Bowie fan, and I had to have this release. There were actually several Bowie releases, and I only got my hands on 2. I really wanted the 3 LP set, also released by Parlophone, but someone snagged it before me and they only had 1 copy. So I'm a little sad about that, a little bitter about that, but that's okay. I did get this one, and I can't wait to listen to that. I also picked up the Let's Dance vinyl, which is just a demo release. If you recall, back in January on his birthday, they released this track digitally for you to listen to, and it is a fantastic track. So it's the full-length demo of Let's Dance, as well as a live version of the song as well. And I cannot get it out of here. This they just printed on black vinyl. And if you're interested in hearing the track, you can look up the digital version. And I know it exploded across the internet on his birthday when it was released. And I really enjoyed it, so I knew I had to have a copy of it on vinyl, of course. And of course, the album cover here is just a reworking of the Let's Dance cover, which I have right here. So you can see it's just a little reworking of the actual album cover right here, front and back actually. Boop. Sorry, my lights are glaring. Next up is a special Detroit edition of the Stooges self-titled album. This is a Third Man Records release, which I thought was just exclusively being distributed through Third Man Records only, but my record store actually had it, so I was super pumped about that I didn't have to go all the way down to Third Man Records to get it or find it. Like I said, the Detroit version, blah. And if I can get it out here. Oh. Ooh. Just came popping out. I guess there's some sort of thing on here. It says Record Store Day, Fortune Inside. So I've got to check that out. My little thing came out. It says always watch for the song and dance man. My little code came out. I'm going to plug that in later and see if I want anything. So this is just printed on black vinyl, and like I said, it is the Stooges self-titled album. It also comes with a bonus of alternative versions and extended mixes and unused mixes of tracks. And that's the kind of bonus back here, also printed on black vinyl. So that is previously unreleased. Boop. And that's what makes it special. So this was pressed by Third Man Records. It's a limited edition, Record Store Day exclusive. Only 8,000 copies of these were printed, as so says on the sticker right here. So this was another one that I grabbed when I walked in, knowing that we didn't already have a copy of this on vinyl, and I almost didn't buy it, but I had to have it because it's a special edition. It's the Detroit edition, and I love that it has this bonus LP with extended versions and unused mixes on here, and I'm super pumped to listen to that. So track listing on the back for all of those. So you have alternative vocals for 1969, I Want to Be Your Dog, and alternate versions of Little Doll, We Will Fall, A Real Cool Time, and the full version of No Fun and Anne. So that's pretty exciting. I am excited to listen to this. And of course, there wouldn't be Stooges without your boy Iggy Pop, and I had to get this vinyl. This is the Live at the Ritz. This one is pressed on beautiful red vinyl. It's gorgeous color. Red translucent vinyl. It even smells wonderful. I like the smell of new vinyl. Strange, but I do. So Live at the Ritz, 1986. Great track list on here. They only made 2,000 copies of this, so again, I had to have it. So both vinyl are translucent red, and you've got, of course, some great songs on here. Gimme Danger, Real Wild Child, Blah Blah Blah, Night Clubbing, Fire Girl, China Girl, Cry for Love, and more. So when I saw this, I snatched up fast. I had to have it. I love Iggy Pop. If you've never seen Iggy Pop live, It's a definite must see if you are a fan. Great show. He puts on a good show. Also, I really love following him on Instagram. Not so much him, but his Mulligan cockatoo, Biggie Pop. I highly suggest you check out the Instagram page, guys. It's great. I love cockatoos. They're my favorite large bird. And of course I have to follow the large bird of Iggy Pop, Biggie Pop. Very great videos, very cute little snippet videos of that bird, and I love following him on Instagram. He's my favorite. So hi Biggie, if you're watching. I got two more tracks, or two more left. Like I said, I went a little overboard this year. I got a lot of the same artists, but that was pretty much all the store had in stock. They had some other things, but I'm not a really big fan of purchasing 7 inches. It has to be super special for me to want to purchase a 7-inch. They had some really great MC5 7 inches, but I would have preferred if they had a full length by MC5. Like I said, we're not big connoisseurs of 7 inches. This whole thing down here is full of 7 inches, but most of them were previously acquired, and it has to be something super special for me to want to buy it. So next up is this, oh gosh, I got another one. I didn't even notice the sticker on this one, you guys. I got 2 chances to win something. Boom. Yeah. Oh, this says something else on it. It says, don't lose your tulips when you go tiptoe through the garden. A little Tiny Tim, if you will. So I've got 2 codes. Where I might win something. Bonus. So I've got this Ramones album. Once I saw it, I snatched it up. It is the Sundragon sessions. So these are early mixes from their 2nd album. This is the first time it's on vinyl. This is pressed on black. So just black vinyl here. They made 10,000 copies of this, and they are all numbered. I don't even know what number I got here. Let's find out. If I can get it back. Oh, I really like that. So Sundragon Sessions, I love the label on the vinyl here. You can see it. Like I said, this was a limited edition for the first time on vinyl. 10,000 copies were made. So this is the rough mixes for the Leave Home album. And I've got copy number 8,249 out of 10,000. It says down there below. And of course this has tracks like Oh I Love Her So, Gimme Gimme Shock Treatment, Susie is a Headbanger, Pinhead, California Sun, You're Gonna Kill That Girl, and Babysitter, and more. So I'm really pumped to listen to this once we get our turntable hooked up again. I'm excited. Hopefully by that time we'll have another turntable. And last but not least, I picked up this album knowing that we already have a copy of it digitally, and I believe on CD, if I'm not mistaken. All of our CDs are in storage right now. We just basically pulled all the MP3s off of them and stuffed them in storage, but we still have them. So this is Soundgarden's A-Sides, and this is the first time this has been on vinyl, released exclusively for Record Store Day. This is also printed on color. So this is a compilation of tracks from their previous releases. This one, however, includes the release Bleed Together, which was only on the import. Wow, I cannot get it out of here. It's really in there. As I was saying, this includes a copy of the track Bleed Together, which wasn't on the US version of the A-Sides album. It was only on the import version. So that's a good, nice little bonus for the vinyl. And it is on this gorgeous marbled translucent green, which is going to show up dark because of my lighting. I don't know if you can see it. It's a beautiful color. I wish it would show up a little better. I need to get different lights or something, y'all. But it is a beautiful translucent marbled green. 2 LP set. It also includes the MP3s, which is awesome. And I cannot get it back in here. We'll just have to wrestle with that later. There we go. So yeah, it's got all the good singles on here, of course. Jesus Christ Post, Outshined, Rusty Cage, Spoon Man, Black Hole Sun, Pretty Noose, Blow Up the Outside World, etc. And it's got that bonus Bleed Together, which is the last track on here, which you could only find previously, like I said before, in the import version of the CD. So that is it. That is all. That's everything I got for Record Store Day. I can't give you any impressions on these albums yet because I haven't listened to them. Like I said, we have a turntable back here that's not hooked up to anything, and I really don't want to listen to them on my kid's Fisher Price turntable. That's just for his vinyl. But yeah, I can give some first impressions later on once we get our room back up and running. I hope you enjoyed my record store vinyl haul. Post below if you went out for Record Store Day and what titles you were able to pick up. There was a massive, like 9-page list of vinyl that was released on Record Store Day, so obviously I wasn't going to be able to get my hands on everything. That just wasn't happening at the record store that I chose to go to, and also my wallet wouldn't have been very happy about that. But maybe we'll see some trickle down, because sometimes after the fact, if there are any copies left over, the record store does get some in, and they do post them on social media. So if I find another title that I want, I'll probably run out there and grab it. Anyways, I hope to hear what you got for Record Store Day. Please post below your experience with Record Store Day, how your local shop handled all that. And we'll talk again soon. Bye, everyone.